with new American Wrestling Federation champion Tito Santana. And somehow, Tito, I don't think you'd mind watching that clip a few more times today.
That's exactly right, Ken. You know, I was a little bit sore throughout the week, but it's a great soreness feeling that I went through.
Well, Tito, again, let me congratulate you. It's been a long time in coming, but it's got a very nice ring to it. Tito Santana, world champion.
It feels good and it sounds good, Ken. You know, it's been a long time waiting. I've gone through thick and thin, through a lot of rough storms, but it's finally paid off.
You know, Tito, talking about rough storms, if we could take a minute to recap just your march to the American Wrestling Federation Championship, was no easy road. In fact, before your very first match in the tournament, you and I were out here doing an interview when we were both Pearl Harbored by the Sheik and Hercules wanting to injure you even before your first match.
That's exactly right, Ken. You know, this match, this World Championship American Wrestling Federation champion was very important to 16 individuals and a lot more that were not able to get in the tournament. They were trying to do anything they could to get a chance at this. Well, I overcame a lot of obstacles. It wasn't easy, but to be the best, you got to go through those obstacles, Ken.
Well, Tito, I know you're in some ways a very modest individual. Again, to recap, not only did you get past Hercules after he tried to injure you before the match even started, then talk about a tough draw. You then had Mr. Hughes, another member of Sheik's army. You got by him. Then you had no easy task, Luscious Tommy Rich.
But in that case, there's a very individual that's very special to me as far as I'm concerned. Yes, you, Sergeant Slaughter, I want to thank you very much. Because as much as the referees try, they can't see everything. But you were there for me, Sergeant Slaughter, and I am proud to be the world champion of the American Wrestling Federation. Arriba!
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is scheduled for 3 rounds. Introducing first from San Antonio, Texas, weighing 203 pounds, Trevor Blanchard. Welcome aboard, everybody, with the American Wrestling Federation Warriors of Wrestling. Mick Karch and Terry Taylor, and what a matchup last week, Terry. Tito Santana and Bob Orton Jr.
Yeah, we want to congratulate Tito Santana for being the first champion.
His opponent from New Orleans, weighing 230 pounds, is the Birdman, Koko. All right, here he comes. Electricity in the air for the Birdman. Koko Beware. Sit down, Taylor. Sit down. Stop doing the bird.
Why? I'm getting down. I'm flapping my wings. We both have natural blonde hair. Me, Koko, Frankie, we're getting down.
Well, I tell you something. Do not adjust the contrast on your television set. Koko Beware, my goodness. Every color of the rainbow, and he has this crowd absolutely in an uproar. They love this guy.
Yeah, he's got to get more color into his wardrobe.
Stay with us, everybody. This week's first matchup coming up.
You've busted your back. You've nearly...
Right, here we go. The Birdman, Koko Beware, still working out. Oh, my goodness. He had the crowd in an uproar, and Trevor Blanchard took the opportunity to nail Koko Beware from behind.
And why not? If he's going to be going out there telling the people to cheer for him, he should be hit.
Koko with that shot right to the sternum area, and Blanchard hits the deck. This is the American Wrestling Federation, ladies and gentlemen. Mick Karch and Terry Taylor, and Koko Beware right now has turned this one around. High back body drop. He's doing the bird.
Yeah, he is. And why is he doing the bird if the other guy's flying around? Boy, what a bouncing beauty she is.
My goodness. Backs him up, suplex over the top. Koko Beware signaling to the crowd that this one is over already, that may be a little bit premature. Look at this crowd.
Boy, everybody on their feet for Koko Beware, the second most popular man in the American Wrestling Federation, right behind yours truly.
Oh, my goodness. Right behind Frankie is where the camera shot is. Koko takes him to the canvas, drops that leg on the bicep of Trevor Blanchard, the nephew, I believe, of Tully Blanchard.
I'll take your word for it, but right now he doesn't look too much like Tully. He's flat on his back. He started out pretty good, but Koko has weathered the storm, and I think right here he's in the annihilation phase of this match.
Well, after that cheap shot from behind. Trevor Blanchard has been paying the price ever since. Look at Koko. He is literally stalking his prey right now.
There's your favorite referee, Gary Grunk. He's got that goatee going on. That doesn't help his looks at all. Not that anything would. But Koko is just taking his...
Oh, my goodness. My goodness, he wears his pants the way I do, for heaven's sake.
If that's not illegal, it ought to be.
Koko Beware, very methodical. Coming in from behind here on Trevor Blanchard. What's he got in mind here? Terry picks him up.
Belly to back.
Oh, this crowd loves Koko Beware.
Boy, Koko is just taking his time. Trevor Blanchard, ladies and gentlemen, is done. And I'm talking about well done. Koko could beat this guy, but he's out here having too good a time.
He is. He is having a lot of fun this week with the American Wrestling Federation. On that second rope now to the top. It looks like, oh, drop kick right on the money.
Agility, right on it. And he landed on his feet. Oh, he's waving at you, Karsh. That's got to be, oh, he's picking him up. This is one of the most devastating moves in wrestling. Watch this. Ghostbuster, if he gets it, right on his head.
Oh, did he get it? Frankie looks very happy with what's going on in the ring. And just that quickly, and just that impressively, Koko Beware, the Birdman, takes care of Trevor Blanchard.
Man, I'll tell you what, Koko, after that first little initial flurry by Blanchard, came back, and I mean, he just took care of business. Now he gets to do what he wants to do. Dance, dance, dance. There you see him come off that top rope. One foot in the chest, one grazing the chin. Trevor Blanchard, I'm telling you, ladies and germs, he's done right here. Then Koko picks him up and watch his head hit. Bang! And then the body collapses right over it. Tremendous move.
Well, that it was. And ladies and gentlemen, let's send it to Ken Resnick with the newest member of our broadcast team.
Thank you very much, Mick Karsh and Terry Taylor. It is indeed my pleasure to introduce the newest member of our broadcast team here in the American Wrestling Federation, Chris E. And Chris, from all of us, welcome, and we are certainly glad to have you here. I know I, for one, am looking forward to your experience and a very fresh and vibrant viewpoint that you're going to be bringing to the AWF.
Well, that's quite a lead-in, Ken. Thank you. And let me just say that it's a pleasure for me to be here commentating with you and being a part of this new and exciting American Wrestling Federation.
Well, I know, Chrissy, when I had a chance to see your background, I was very excited that you're going to be here. And like I say, I'm sure the fans will come to enjoy you in the weeks and months to come in a very fresh viewpoint. But for now, let's head right back to ringside.
Resnick, get away from her. She's mine.
This match is scheduled for 3 rounds. Introducing first from St. Louis, weighing 210 pounds, Danny Boy Hawkins! Danny Boy Hawkins introduced to this crowd. You leave Chris E. alone. She's a very experienced broadcaster. She's going to do a great job.
Broadcaster?
Oh. Stop it.
Why?
And his opponent from Bad Street, USA, weighing 250 pounds, he is the fabulous Freebird Michael P.S.A. Well, here he comes, the charter member of one of the most famous groups in professional wrestling history, the fabulous Freebird himself, Michael P.S.A.
Yeah, you see all that smoke coming out of that curtain? Tim getting ready for his match. He is on fire.
Michael Hayes, along, of course, with Terry Gordy, Buddy Roberts, one of the great combinations in professional wrestling history.
Yeah, they were the first 2-man tag team to have 3 members and never knew which 2 were going to be in the ring. Very hard to prepare for.
Michael Hayes, as flamboyant as anybody in this sport. Oh, look at this. He loves it. He loves posturing to the crowd. Wait a minute. Thought we were going to get a little eclipse there, courtesy of Michael Hayes.
He better tighten that belly button up with a screwdriver. His hips are loose.
Michael P.S.A. is rocking and rolling this week. No question about that.
Boy, he's going up against Danny Boy. Hey, there's Bill Alfonzo, the referee. He's an experienced official, and good to have him with the American Wrestling Federation.
I can't believe that I'm listening to you compliment an official, a referee. That's very unlike you.
Well, I got to keep you on your toes, Karch. And speaking of on our toes, here comes the Warrior Corner. Let's hear what two superstars have to say.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Next week, my army will be here. And the only reason they're going to be here is to hurt people. A message from Saddam Hussein is to hurt people. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuhu.
I said listen to two superstars. Well, we had two there and one, whatever he was, in the middle doing all the talking.
I do not like, nor have I ever liked, Sheik Adnan LKC. The man is diabolical. He hates the American way of life. He hates all Americans.
Whoa. Yeah, but he likes that greenback. He loves the dead presidents.
And look at Michael P.S. Hayes taunting his opponent. Very, very typical of P.S. Hayes. As I said, very flamboyant. He certainly is his #1 fan. There's no getting around that.
Hey, Michael Hayes was always the mouthpiece for the Freebirds. He was always the one interjecting himself. And now he's put on some weight. He's physical. Look at the way he's roughing up old Danny boy. Hey, he's got him goozle pipes, just like I want to do to you, Karch.
A blatant chokehold right in front of the referee. Whipped into the corner. Oh, he caught him right by the throat and dropped him. Hayes is absolutely on fire. Big elbow.
Man, everything is right around the throat area, and anybody who's ever been hit in the throat knows how much that hurts. Oh, that was the heel of the hand. Very hard to hurt your heel of your hand. Smart move by Hayes. You certainly don't want to hurt your hand punching somebody else in the head.
Well, you know, Terry, you alluded to this early on. Michael Hayes looks as tough and as physically ready as we have seen him in quite some time. He is rejuvenated. He loves being here in the American Wrestling Federation.
Man, look at that tongue. What if you could tongue drag him?
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
That thing's a weapon. Look at him using that elbow. I mean, Hayes, P.S., he says it stands for purely sexy. I don't see it, but then again, I wouldn't wear thigh-high white leather boots either.
Oh, he's strutting his stuff right now into a little moonwalk action.
I haven't seen a moonwalk since 1987. He is up to date.
You just saw one now. Oh, he's antagonizing this kid right now. This is humiliation. This is psychological warfare to go with that physical punishment. He's got it all together.
Yeah, there comes a point when you get good enough that you can tell the guy what you're going to do and then follow it up. Hayes feels like he's there. He picks up Danny Boy, who's about 7 inches shorter and 60 pounds lighter. But look at the heart of this kid.
Oh, he's fighting back. He ain't going to quit. Everything he's got off the ropes. He ducks the clothesline and a second. Oh, he tried for the hip toss. He tried for that hip toss, and Hayes with that shot to the head, and this kid is out.
He hit him right in the temple, and that'll turn anybody off like a light switch. Look at him taking his time, fixing that mop. 2, 3.
Oh.
Man, he got out the first round. And look at him.
No excuse for that whatsoever.
Yeah, Hayes right here. I don't know why him showing off that mohair sweater's in the highlight reel, but there it is. Michael Hayes comes off tremendous elbow to the goozle pipe. This kid, Danny Boy, gets hit right there and turned him off like a light switch. Hayes, big win here in the American Wrestling Federation.
And right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to send it to our broadcast colleague, Ken Resnick. He's with Michael P.S. Hayes.
Yet again, the left hand of Michael P.S. Hayes sends an opponent to Dreamland. Certainly a very irate Michael Hayes over being left out of the championship tournament.
Some people say it's wrestling, and this ain't wrestling. Some people call what you're supposed to do announcing, and it's babbling. But I'm not here to babble right now. I want to get this straight. How do you have a tournament, choose names, and not choose mine? Chubby Cheeks Alberstein, you were protecting Tito Santana. What'd you do? Light my name on a ballot on fire or something? So when you drew in the hat, you knew to stay away from it? I was the star of the Highlander, the first one, the only successful one. Don't mess with me, because I have troops, I have resources, and don't ever forget that strength comes in numbers. Think I gotta make a phone call.
One thing for certain, you can never sell Michael Hayes short. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
This tag team bout is scheduled for 3 rounds. Introducing first at a combined weight of 454 pounds, the team of Eric Freedom and Butler Stevens.
Well, you know, the next team is coming from my home state of Texas. My brother Dory told me that I should be the American. Shut
at a
up.
combined weight of 560 pounds, they are the Texas Hangmen.
Well, the Texas Hangmen, certainly one of the most devastating combinations in professional wrestling. Bunker, we certainly didn't mean to interrupt you, sir.
Well, I'll tell you what, my brother would come in here and beat that egg-sucking dog. I've got to go back to the double cross leg. God, I got to go.
Well, thank you very much for stopping in once again. The American Wrestling Federation luring all the big names in professional wrestling either into the ring or to the broadcast table.
Who is that hammerhead with the cowboy hat and the bad knees that took my headset again?
Well, you say it after he's left the building, which is a smart move on your part. The Texas Hangmen, ladies and gentlemen, as devastating and as vicious as any combination you will see in the ring.
Yeah, Eric Freedom and Butler Stevens got their work cut out for them. These guys, the Hangmen, with names like Killer and Psycho, I wouldn't invite them to my debutante party.
Your what?
Debutante party.
I didn't know you had those.
I give them.
Well, certainly we are going to see the Texas Hangmen giving probably more than they're going to receive from this combination.
It is always better to give than to receive, especially when it comes to dealing punishment in the American Wrestling Federation.
All right, who's that in the ring right now? Is that Killer or Psycho? Yes. Come on, put your specs on. Who is it?
That's the big one. That's Killer. Psycho's the little one at 270.
Yeah.
310 pounds is the big one.
Yeah, and Psycho, the baby of the family.
Yeah, when I have kids, I'm going to name them Psycho and Killer. But speaking of tag teams, right now we have a chance to have a Warriors corner with one of the best, Power Gunn.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Powers. This is my partner, Johnny Gunn, and we'd like to congratulate Tito Santana on becoming the first American Wrestling Federation champion.
Tito, congratulations, but next week you're going to see the team of Gunn and Powers rise to the highest level.
Well, that is a right over the top. I believe he caught his shoulder on the top of the ring post on the way up, but look at him. He fights right back. You could beat on this man all day long, apparently, and he won't feel it. What a combination, Killer and Psycho, impervious to pain.
Is that a mask or a helmet? Well, I'll tell you what, Tito Santana, everybody's saying how great that victory was. He made history. He did it, but that was then. I'm telling you, we got to move on. This is tremendous tag team action. Butler Stevens is getting a lesson in how to absorb punishment.
He is being tossed around that ring like a ping pong ball.
Eric Freedom hits the ring, and look at him go. He's got to attack these Hangmen.
He's on fire. Oh, into the buckle. He followed him right in.
Listen to these people get with Eric Freedom. Now he keeps turning and waiting, and look at him run into that boot.
Oh, just that second or two that he postured to the crowd was enough to turn this completely around. You cannot give the Texas Hangmen one moment of breathing space. They will turn on you like a rattlesnake.
Yeah, this move right here, they have 5 seconds after a tag to make the transition, and they used it to the best effect they could.
Poor Butler Stevens standing there on the ring apron caught a shot for good measure.
Not anymore. Like you see Eric Freedom trying to fade off to the left of that boot. I think he caught him with a little bit, but Freedom saw it coming and tried to get away from it. Can't blame the guy. He's got all that hair. I don't know how he sees anything.
Well, I tell you, he's not seeing a lot, but he's feeling a lot right now from the Texas Hangmen.
You talk about high impact, getting the most bang for your buck. These Hangmen, everything they do is just vicious, and it's just like a roadmap to destruction.
Off the ropes, there's a double clothesline, spun him around.
Did you see him land on his shoulder? In football, that would have separated a man's shoulder. Now they're giving the sign that they're getting ready. Is it the Texas Gallows? I don't know. Well, see, they're not done yet.
This team loves to inflict pain and punishment. They don't consider it a satisfying night unless one of their opponents has gone to the hospital, maybe a broken bone, a sprain at the very least. They continue the assault here on Eric Freedom. That was almost here. We want the other guy. We want to beat up on him for a while.
Yeah, Killer's in there right now. He's no guy in his own corner like his tag. Butler Stevens, in his enthusiasm, gets back into the wrong corner and look at him pay the price now.
Well, this, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, a mismatch.
30 seconds. Double power bomb. Spike power bomb. Now what?
Oh, I do not like this. That's got to do it. Referee in for the count of 2 and 3. And mercifully, with about 8 seconds left in the round, this one comes to a conclusion. As per usual, very, very effective and impressive. Killer and Psycho, the Texas Hangmen.
Yeah, right here you see the tremendous girth of Killer as he hits him with that elbow. Wow, this is tremendous. Split screen, 2 belly-to-back suplex, a spike power bomb. I mean, these guys, great teamwork. 2 great wrestlers working well together. And that's the Texas Gallows.
And ladies and gentlemen, right now, let's toss it to our very lovely colleague, Chrissy.
I'm standing here with Tom Zenk, and Z-Man, it's all right if I call you Z-Man, isn't it?
Certainly.
All right, well, let me be the first to welcome you to the American Wrestling Federation.
Well, thank you very much, Christine. I heard the fans here are unparalleled to none anywhere in the world. Is that true?
That's right, they are.
I hope they like my style.
Well, speaking of style, Tom, as you know, the American Wrestling Federation uses the round system.
Yes.
Now, I don't know if this is new to you or not, but how does this affect your style in the ring?
Yes, Christine, it is new to me. I've never wrestled that style before. I'm looking forward to it. And on the marquee, it says professional wrestler. I'm in a wrestler. I'm a wrestler. I can adapt to any style, any place, anytime, anywhere. And I intend to do it right here in the AWF.
Well, we are thrilled to have you here with us. So stay tuned. We'll be back with more exciting action.
Match is scheduled for 3 rounds. Introducing first from Tucson, Arizona, weighing 270 pounds, Hawkeye Cody Hunter.
Well, there's a good-looking guy, Hawkeye Cody Hunter.
Yeah, that's the guy that took the money from Sheik Adnan LKC and got beat up for it.
Well, he deserved it.
And his opponent from Roanoke, Virginia, weighing 280 pounds, Mr. USA, Cody Atlas.
What a mountain of a man. Mr. USA, Tony Atlas, has hit the ringside area. A tremendous ovation from this crowd. Is he put together or what? He almost looks like me, just a little bit, don't you think, Derek?
Wow. If he heard you say that, he'd hit you so hard your kids will be born with black eyes. Tony Atlas is bigger and stronger than I've seen him in a long time, and trimmer. He's always had those huge arms and chest, but it looks like he's getting in better shape. There's that bandana that he wears. I mean, this guy, red, white, and blue, stars and stripes, Mr. USA.
Referee Jesse Hernandez calls for and gets the bell, and Cody Hunter has his work cut out for him. Listen to this crowd with that USA chant for Mr. USA, Tony Atlas.
Yeah, I'll tell you, these guys weigh about the same thing, about 290. Good move there by Atlas. But, boy, look at how much different they are put together.
Just a slight difference in physique. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, look at Hunter. It looks like a drunk trying to pick up a hat in a windstorm. He's stumbling around. Tony Atlas using his strength and leverage. That's smart wrestling.
Well, Tony Atlas, for his size and power, very agile. And there, we've said so many times, that will even it up real quick. Go right for the man's eyes. Oh, hard into the buckle. And a big back body drop. Well, that 2 seconds of offense was about it for Cody Hunter.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he must have not got good into those eyes, because look at Tony. Maybe he missed, and Tony let him thought he got in there, and now he goes back to it again. Everybody who wrestles Tony Atlas tries to set a new indoor land record for eye gouges. Nobody will meet him head up. I don't get it.
Well, the size and the strength, the power of Tony Atlas and that big headbutt right to the noggin.
It knocked his knee pads down around his ankles. What a headbutt.
Well, that's some cranium on Tony Atlas. Picks up Cody Hunter right now. That ponderous bullet slams him to the canvas.
I thought he was going to try that gorilla slam. He'd have killed him over, uses that weight, uses his head as a weapon. Well done by Cody Atlas. Cody Hunter, look at that fall. Timber! Then Atlas gets airborne, and in the fall that hurts, it's that landing.
And ladies and gentlemen, right now we're going to send it to our broadcast colleague, Ken Resnick, standing by with Cody Atlas.
That's almost a rule rather than the exception. Mr. USA, Tony Atlas, put yet another one in the victory column. And Tony, congratulations, number one, rapidly becoming one of the true favorites here in the American Wrestling Federation. But Tony, I've got to ask you, what in the world is going down between you and Nails?
Well, can't you see? This man, he's not interested in wrestling nobody. Only thing he want to do is hurt somebody. Well, you let me tell you something, brother. You want to hurt somebody? Hurt me. I am your man. I am the man for you to hurt. You want to beat up on somebody? Beat up on me. I ain't no con, brother. I'm no ex-con. But let me tell you something, brother. I know how to take it to the street, and I will hit you in the head with an alley apple anytime you want it. So you want somebody? I am the man.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, perhaps this time Nails has bitten off a bit more than he can chew in Mr. USA, Tony Atlas. Let's go back to ringside. Here's Bill Anderson.
What a fired-up Tony Atlas.
This tag team bout is scheduled for 3 rounds. Introducing first at a combined weight of 418 pounds, the team of Pretty Boy Floyd and Firefighter Jim.
Yeah, you know the reason he's upset is because in the tournament, Koko Ware almost got injured by Nails. He put his body between the two, and I think there's a trouble brewing between Nails and Tony Atlas.
And their opponents, introducing first the manager, Ricco Suave.
Oh,
He
no.
represents at a combined weight of 487 pounds, Greg the Hammer Valentine, and luscious Tommy Ritz.
Well, I want to know, first of all, how many tuxedos he sewed together to fit into that one. And they're the combination of luscious Tommy Ritz and Greg the Hammer Valentine. Like him or not, Suave has put together a pretty darn devastating combination right here.
So in this match, we have somebody who's luscious, one who is a hammer, one is pretty, and another one is a firefighter, and one is a slug.
I believe you have that in order. You got it.
Man, what a matchup this is going to be. Right there you see Greg the Hammer Valentine. You see Tommy Rich. Used to be one of the fan favorites. And I'm talking about Tommy. I don't think anybody's ever liked Greg Valentine. Tommy Rich turned his back on his fans. He's in the family, and he thinks he's got it made.
Well, Ricco Suave dug deep into those pockets of his, those Captain Kangaroo-like pockets, and pulled out some carrots for the combination of Rich and Greg the Hammer Valentine. And you know, we just recently crowned a champion, a singles champ here at the American Wrestling Federation. It's only a matter of time before we crown tag team champions, and this team may be one of the favorites.
Well, maybe one of your favorites. Wow, put your sunglasses on, Parks. Look at those tight Tommy Rich has on. Those are luscious.
And thus the nickname, I would assume, luscious Tommy Rich. I'm not sure what 1960s closet he pulled those out from. But let's not take anything away from the man because of his wardrobe. This is a former heavyweight champion in his own right. And along with Greg the Hammer Valentine, you have to believe that this combination could go with just about anybody.
Well, I'll tell you right here, look at Tommy Rich using his weight advantage. He bent Pretty Boy Floyd backwards at about an 82-degree angle. This looks like an inexperienced kid, and it looks like Tommy Rich is going to eat his lunch if this kid isn't careful.
Well, I did not hear the ring introductions as far as weight is concerned for Pretty Boy Floyd, but that has got to be minimum 60, 70 pounds he's giving up to Tommy Rich.
See, Tommy's playing with him right here. It's almost like a chap playing with the mouse. But I also have to say in the American Wrestling Federation, anybody that's here had to get here going through a somebody.
Well, there's no question about that, and Pretty Boy Floyd, he's backing up. He is none too eager right now to lock up with Greg the Hammer Valentine. I don't blame him at all.
Well, Valentine just loves to do what his name says, hammer guys like Pretty Boy Floyd. We got the firebreaker on the outside, or firefighter, excuse me. Look at that hairdo by Pretty Boy Floyd. This guy's got to be tough with hair like that.
Well,
look at that.
Oh, my goodness. Well, now that I see it from that camera angle, that really is something.
Yeah, it's something, all right.
Greg the Hammer Valentine, very methodical in his approach as he usually... Wait a minute now. Suave on the phone, probably ordering another jumbo pepperoni.
Uh-oh. If he heard you say that, he'd be in here coming in again and busting in. Oh, God, in the back. But you see, Valentine knows how to just take a guy apart. This young man, he worked on the leg. The kid tried to protect his legs, and Valentine back played him.
And Tommy Rich, boy, he is really nailing him with those boots with authority, and now giving the crowd a little piece of his mind. Yeah, just tell me, you know, at one time, what a tremendous tactician.
Yeah, he was. Speaking of tremendous tacticians, let's go to the Warrior Corner and Chris Adams.
Hello, everybody. This is Gentleman Chris Adams here, taking the opportunity to wish the new heavyweight champion of the American Wrestling Federation congratulations. Tito Santana, you did a great job. You know what? Everybody's talking about the American Wrestling Federation in Europe, Asia, all over the world. So watch out, because we'll be coming your way.
Well, gentlemen, Chris Adams may be complimentary right now to Tito Santana. I guarantee you, if Paul Alperstein laid a contract in front of Chris Adams and said, you've got a title bout, that friendship would go right out the window.
Yeah, it's almost sickeningly sweet how Powers and Gunn say, oh, congratulations, Tito, way to go. You got Chris Adams going, oh, that's great, you're the champion. If it was me, I'd say, congratulations, champ. Now I want a shot at you.
And Tommy Rich is joining with the referee. You know, Tommy Rich has been upset for weeks now. He wants another shot at Sergeant Slaughter. He blames the Sarge for taking him out of the championship tournament.
He should blame himself. He has that slug at ringside that had it in the chain. Look at that guy. He makes even you look good.
Get him a piano and a candelabra, for heaven's sakes. Man should be selling albums at midnight. Ricco Suave, nonetheless, this combination that he has put together is devastating. Look at that man on the outside of the ring now. Pretty boy certainly reminds me an awful lot of basketball star Dennis Rodman, give or take 2 feet in height.
Yeah, well, Rodman's nickname is the Worm, so maybe it would fit here. Pretty boy Floyd, the Worm. Valentine, beautiful double underhook souffle, has this guy, is that prostrate? Placed down and driving knees into his lower back. 12 seconds left. This kid, give up, kid, give up.
Well, you know, you get the distinct impression as we come to the conclusion of this round that Valentine and Rich are basically going through a workout here. They can destroy this combination anytime they want. That backbreaker for good measure at the end of the round.
Yeah, he gave him that backbreaker. He could have put him down, but I think he told Gronchi, the referee, oh, he slipped. And he didn't want to hurt himself, so he dropped him on his knee. Nice of him to break firefighter Jim's fall with his knee.
Yeah, real nice of him as Ricco Suave enters the ring, ladies and gentlemen, to give his tag team a little bit of advice, I guess you would say. We invite you to stay with us. This tag team bout continues. You are watching the great action of the American Wrestling. All right, tag team action continues. The combination of Greg the Hammer Valentine and luscious Tommy Rich in the ring right now is Firefighter Jim.
This almost sounds like a beauty contest. You've got luscious, you've got pretty boy. Look at this kid fight back. Firefighter Jim is not afraid of old Valentine. Somebody lit a fire under this guy, and he started fighting back with just too much hammer.
Well, that has been the case throughout Greg Valentine's career. He has been too much for most of his opponents. I'm not sure what happened there.
His legs gave out. Valentine crushed him. The momentum took him to the ropes. Who's that? Oh, that's Mr. President, the Zap Man.
Mr. Alperstein, President Paul Alperstein of the American Wrestling Federation, who has been inundated with cards and letters over the last several weeks, particularly after that championship match.
He hasn't been dated in years. Look at him. I hear Tommy Rich on top. 1, 2. Look at the heart of this kid. It wasn't much of a kick out. I think Tommy Rich let him up. They know that they can win this match anytime. Oh, God, what a DDT. You saw him drive the kid's head into the back, and he was still hanging on his face hit.
You know, this team is showing their sadistic side.
This kid's knocked out.
He he's out of it. Absolutely right now, and I guarantee you Ricco Suave is behind some of this additional punishment. Wait a minute, there's that signature move of the hammer, that figure 4 leg lock. That's got to do it.
This kid was out on his feet, and he gets to the figure 4. Now look at him, he's back. The pain is making him black out. Valentine trying to break this kid's leg. Man, thank goodness you let go. Was there some mercy in Valentine and reeking of scurvy?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. There's no mercy ever shown by Greg the Hammer Valentine. Ricco Suave very, very proud of his tag team combination, and I guess with good reason.
Man, it looks like the Three Stooges did have kids. Take a look at that picture.
Well, do I have to? There's the president, Paul Elferstein, taking a very close look at this threesome.
Yeah, there you see luscious Tommy Rich on your left, Greg the Hammer Valentine on your right. Man, they're snappy dressers. Valentine goes to the basics, drop toe hold, he floats up. Now you see Tommy Rich right there with a lariat to the throat of firefighter Jim. These kids were outgunned from the beginning, figure 4, and that was the difference.
And ladies and gentlemen, right now, I certainly do not envy Ken Resnick. He's standing by with this threesome.
This time a successful venture in the ring for the family of one Ricco Suave, but it was certainly anything but the case in the American Wrestling Federation Championship Tournament. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but weren't you out here going on record as stating the winner of the AWF Championship Tournament would be either your man, Luscious Tommy Rich, or your man, Greg the Hammer Valentine, but yet both were eliminated?
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is there a reason you're always trying to ruin my day?
I'm not trying to ruin your day. I'm just simply stating the facts.
The facts are these. And any moron out there could see it. There's a conspiracy going on here. The AWF and the commissioner, the president, Paul Epperstein, there's a problem here. I'm going to find out what it is.
Wait a minute, what kind of conspiracy? It was a very simple single elimination tournament. Both your men were eliminated.
The problem is this. Any moron, any wrestling knowledgeable fan out there would know that in the finals, the match should have been Greg the Hammer and Luscious Tommy. And it wasn't that. But let me just say this before I turn it over to the boys. I'm not responsible. I am turning these two guys loose. And anything that happens, Epperstein, you wrote it off yourself, baby.
You don't look like no dummy yourself. You're looking at two of the greatest wrestlers in AWF today. So what I'm saying is, Tito Santana, you know I had you beat. 1, 2, 3. But it had to be that stinking Mr. USA Sergeant Slaughter come out and cause me to lose. Well, Slaughter, let me tell you something. The war has just begun because you'll see me later.
And Greg the Hammer Valentine, you were caught in the unfortunate situation of being behind that point.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Who ever heard of points? That's amateur wrestling. We're talking about professional wrestling, where submission, pinfall is the only way you can win a match. Well, I'll tell you what, they're trying to keep the family down. They're trying to keep us from taking control, but we're going to take control one way or another.
A very irate family of Ricco Suave. Let's get back to ringside with more great AWF action.
Boy, are they hot or what? Match is scheduled for 3 rounds. Introducing first from Montana, weighing 275 pounds, T-Rex. Is he from the whole state of Montana?
Oh, yeah. Live and cutting if you will.
Wait a minute.
My favorite wrestler, Alfonzo. Please introduce him, Billy Anderson, if you will.
And his opponent from Parris Island, South Carolina, weighing 305 pounds,
one of the greatest wrestlers in the world, and all those F's are killing my tongue. I got to go.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, sir. Sergeant Slaughter handing out the American flag to the fans about ringside. And if Luscious Tommy Rich is true to his word, he is not done yet in his vendetta against Sergeant Slaughter.
I want security to stop these guys from coming here, snagging my headset, shoving me down on the ground. I demand more respect. I'm the mecca of manhood, and if I got to have Slaughter bring out the 10th battalion to protect me, I'll do it.
Well, be careful. That chair has a bend
you get ready to make us do some push-ups.
Well, that's not for me, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, stay with us. In just a moment, we will see the Sarge in action, the one and only Sergeant Slaughter. We're back, and Sergeant Slaughter is set to do battle right now, ladies and gentlemen, with T-Rex.
Bang it on, get it on. Remember that song? He did that.
He did?
T-Rex did that song, Bang it on.
Get it on, indeed, and he is going right after the Sarge. He raked the eyes, and now it's a series of punches and shoulder tackles in the corner. Oh, the Sarge fires back.
Wait a minute, who's that at ringside?
Oh, no,
it's
come
not
on.
just Tom, and he's also got Ricco Scurvy there. Sergeant Smart, though, see how he stays at the business at hand. T-Rex, a big man at 275 pounds. Sarge, oh, now, this is a bad situation. You can't keep your mind on what's in the ring with guys like that on the outside.
Absolutely not. Oh, look at the smile. Oh, get the camera off of that man. Thank you.
The director's listening to you. At least somebody is.
Sergeant Slaughter, for heaven's sake, do not be distracted by the likes of Ricco, Suave, and luscious Tommy Rich. I don't know a lot about T-Rex, but as you said, that's a 270-pounder. Sarge has to pay attention to the cannon. Fly the cannon right there.
He's doing the right thing. Finish this kid off. Go for that Cobra clutch. Get it over with, and we'll see what happens. Does Tommy Rich have the guts it takes to get in the ring with Slaughter seeing him? Can he do it face to face?
Well, just keep him out of the ring right now. In for the Cobra clutch. Right there. Rich is starting to come off that ring apron. The bell sounds.
See Slaughter keep peeking over his shoulder?
Well, he better. He certainly better do that. Luscious Tommy Rich, he'll get in there and cheap shot the Sarge. You know that to be true. And Ricco Suave this time is holding Tommy Rich back. He's telling him, no, don't go in there.
Yeah, I think what this is him saying, no, let's don't do it face to face. Let's get in here and choke him from behind. Look at Sarge. That is the biggest insult you can do to a professional wrestler is lay on your back and wave him in.
Well, he's daring Tommy Rich to enter the ring, and I think a very, very smart and a wise decision on the part of Ricco Suave to get luscious Tommy out of there.
Yeah, well, it's the old thing. They're going to pick the time. They're going to pick the spot. They're not going to meet him head up. They don't think they can beat him. They're going to come up the way I know they want to, from behind.
Well, luscious Tommy Rich, as you said before, he has nobody but himself to blame for being eliminated in that tournament. Suave and Rich had no business bringing that chain into the bout, and the Sarge was right there to make sure justice was done.
Yeah, there he is up on the top rope. Sergeant Slaughter, tremendous patriot that he is. Bang, Slaughter cannon, incoming! Down goes T-Rex. And now you see him, he's got his eye on Tommy Rich saying, okay, you want to see how it's feeling? Cobra clutch. T-Rex had no choice, had to tap out. You see him right there, submitting. And Tommy Rich didn't make the move.
Well, thankfully, Sergeant Slaughter had enough ring presence to keep focused on his opponent, T-Rex. There you get a good look at the Sarge. Tommy Rich and Ricco Suave did their best. They could not get the better of the Sarge in that one. Let's toss it right now to Ken Resnick. He's standing by with Sergeant Slaughter.
Idea, you know, Sarge, Tommy Rich feels that he owes you one big score to yet to be settled.
Well, luscious Tommy Rich, I gave you the opportunity of your life to step in the ring just now, and you've refused. But I'd just like to say to Tito Santana, congratulations on becoming the American Wrestling Federation champion. I can't think of a better champion for the American Wrestling Federation.
Well, Sarge, a lot of people, and certainly luscious Tommy Rich, feels that Tito Santana owes you a big assist for getting to that championship match.
Well, Killer, I just did what anybody else would have done in my situation. I saw something happening that wasn't right. I went out there and I took care of the situation, but it was Tito Santana that put the shoulders of luscious Tommy Rich on the canvas for the 1, 2, 3. Congratulations again to Tito Santana.
A great champion he is, and speaking of great champions, America's hero, Sergeant Slaughter. We'll be right back.
And next week, gentlemen.